My name is Nate Sands. I am the Ag Water Quality Section Chief for the Vermont Agency of Agriculture. I oversee the inspection staff for the agency regarding the water quality regulations. My background is in plant and soil science, as well as I have a brother that is a small dairy farmer in central New York. So I really enjoy going out to a farm, assessing their farm individually, because we acknowledge that each farm is different. And then from there, we can try to align resources so that farms can get help that they need to make any necessary corrective fixes. I'm here with Rob Achilles, who is the Chief Engineer for the Agency of Ag. Normally, the engineering staff is not with us during the inspections, but today he has come along to assist. Today we're conducting an inspection of a small farm operation under the required agricultural practices which were passed in early December of 2016. Small farms that would require certification would be an operation that has 50 cows or more, for example, 50 acres of corn production, or 50 acres of vegetable production. So the agency understands that some projects may be very complex and take time. There are a host of technical service providers that can provide assistance to farms in developing a plan to help them achieve compliance. We contacted this farmer in advance of this visit so that we knew a time worked for them and they would be available on site with us.
All right, I'll give you my card for contact information if you have any questions. So as we talked about on the phone briefly, we need to do a walk around of where you manage waste, store feed, as well as any place that animals are housed. And then we have a few questions that sort of summarizes your operation so we can understand the management of the operation. And so there's a little bit of paper that we go through, as well as looking at the nutrient management plan and records.
What our inspection basically entails is, it's almost a four-part sort of inspection. We look at a nutrient management plan, we look at the production area of the farm, we look at field practices, and then we look at vegetated buffer zones between croplands and surface waters.
Well, let's start at the manure pit.
Okay, we'll head there.
This is our pit, and this is for the cream barn.
Here we're looking at a manure storage structure. It is not a liquid storage. Not all farms need to have liquid storage. What we're looking for here is any runoff from the surrounding area around the manure storage area. We're also noticing that the clean water that's coming off the roofs is not allowed to get into the storage area, which allows the farm to stack the manure in an alternate location.
Do you want to head over to the silage bunkers and take a look at those?
Sure, really right down here.
The ability to have conversations with people and try to figure out how we can align water quality with business interests is really important to the agency and myself. So we're at the silage bunk, and they have a concrete silo with a variety of different feed.
In this bunk we have our corn storage, and in the bunk right next to it is our grass haylage.
What they've done is they've created a swale across the front of the bunk apron that directs and diverts all of the silage runoff or dirty water into a collection and treatment area. So no water from the driveways is mixing with the water that's coming off the bunks, and all of the dirty water is directed to a collection and treatment area.
I think we can head over now, if it's okay, to the hoop barn here, and maybe that little associated barnyard that's with it.
So as we walk around the pasture and this feedlot and these calf hutches, what we're looking for is any runoff of wastes to either a ditch and or surface water.
We would normally have between 7 and 10 calves in hutches, and once they're weaned, they'll go into the
hoop barn?
Into the hoop barn.
And so typically what we will do is walk around the entire structure or the entire area of confinement to assess whether or not there is any resource concern of runoff to a waterway or a ditch.
All right, so now we're going to check out your field stacking location here.
The RAPs state that field stacks need to be 200 feet from surface water as well as 100 feet from property boundaries. If a farm has a challenging site, the agency can assist with alternatives.
Location looks good. All right, so here we are on your cornfield. We've identified that there's a waterway in the distance here. So we just need to verify that there's 25 feet of vegetation from the top of the bank of a surface water, and then all ditches are required to have 10 feet of vegetation from the top of bank to the start of annual crops. And so from here, we'll measure just from the edge of the field into the vegetated buffer there, and that'll be our assessment. I think now if we went inside, we could go through some of the nutrient management plan aspects and get some animal numbers and those sorts of things.
So part of the inspection is a review of the nutrient management plan. The agency and the inspection staff takes the time to sit down and look through the plan and see how the farm is managing their nutrients, their wastes, and their cropping system. If farms don't have a nutrient management plans, we can certainly talk about resources that are available to help farms get plans. We have a packet of information that includes agency contacts as well as technical and financial assistance program information. Farms can feel free to call the agency at any time to request further information or to schedule a non-regulatory farm visit. So feel free to give a call if you have any questions, and we really appreciate and thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you, Nate.
Thank you. We hope that this video has helped you understand a little bit about what the inspection process looks like. And if you'd like more information, please visit our website at agriculture.vermont.gov.